Evening, everyone, and welcome to our March 24th City Council meeting, number 2020-006, remote. Consistent with the governor's orders suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law and banning gatherings more than 25 people, this meeting will be conducted by remote participation. Additionally, all votes by the City Council during this and future remote meetings will be held by roll call. Madam Clerk, can we have the roll call, please?
Councillor Cox? Present.
Present.
Councillor Gilman? Councillor Gilman?
Councillor Gilman is present.
Okay.
Here, I'm present.
Councillor Holmgren?
Present.
Councillor Blank?
Present.
Councillor McCarthy?
Present.
Councillor Memhard?
Present.
Councillor Nolan? No, absent. Councillor O'Hara?
Present.
And Councillor Pat?
Present.
Okay.
Okay.
We are going to skip the flag salute and the moment of silence this evening. I'd also like to announce that this meeting is being recorded by video and audio in accordance with the state open meeting law. Also, I would like to state that if you are calling on a telephone, you can press *9 to request to speak. And if you are watching on a computer or a device, there is a raised hand button that you can tap or press to request to speak. Please use either of these options during oral communications, and I'll recognize you to speak. Madam Clerk, can we have the next order of business, please?
The next order of business is the consent agenda and unanimous consent calendar.
Okay, we don't want to do oral communications first?
I'm sorry, it's oral communications.
That's fine. So just as any normal city council meeting, under oral communications, the public shall have an opportunity at every regularly scheduled meeting to be heard under oral communications on matters not appearing on the agenda. Oral communications shall allow any resident who has a request or complaint of any nature relative to city business to appear before this council, state their problem without debate, and the matter shall be referred to the proper agency through the office of the mayor. The resident will be notified within a 2-week period or relative to the disposition of same, and a copy shall be forwarded to the city council. Persons speaking under oral communication shall be limited to 3 minutes each. The council president shall not allow complaints as to individual performance. Is there anyone that would like to speak under oral communications? We have a couple people that would like to speak. I am going to allow these two people to speak. Joel, please state your name and address for the record.
Joel Favazza, 28 Middle Street, Gloucester. That work?
Yes, sir.
First off, thank you. Second off, good luck tonight with this. Third off, as the city of Gloucester continues to adapt its procedures relative to the order from the governor, one issue that is coming up with submitting permitting applications is that in order to submit a permit application for the zoning board, you have to get it inspected by the building department, time-stamped by the clerk's department, and sent back to the building department. And this was cumbersome before all of this started, but now, given the difficulties in getting things to and from these buildings, it would really be helpful if the city thought about eliminating the city clerk step and gave some sort of timestamp capability to the building department to allow them to intake, stamp it, and not require the applicant to go back and forth twice. Thank you.
Thank you, Joel. All right.
Counselor, sorry to interrupt. Sean Nolan has joined the meeting.
Okay, James, I have Linda McCarrison that she got her hand up.
Yep.
can't allow her to talk without promoting to a panelist.
No, here, allow me. I have the button here.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Oh, maybe because, let's see, disable talking.
All right, let me try it again.
There's an incompatibility with her using an older version of Zoom. I'm gonna promote her in and I'll deal with it from there.
Okay. You want to promote her in and I'll announce her? Linda, are you there?
She's in.
Okay.
Linda, we're having trouble hearing you.
Okay. Linda, are you there? Oh, there you are. Okay. We can't hear you, Linda. You must, you have to unmute yourself.
Sorry, we can't hear you.
Linda, we can't hear you. You must, there's a mute button. You must press the mute button to unmute yourself.
Yeah,
I
she
can-
actually isn't muted. I'm guessing she's having another technical barrier. I don't know that we're gonna be able to resolve this quickly.
Okay. So how do we go about this?
Linda, if you, using the agenda information, you can call in real briefly. I'm not sure how else to facilitate this. We can't hear you, Linda.
Yeah, she's gonna have to be able to either call in or,
Yeah.
because I can't get anything
No.
on the end either.
I can't resolve it any further.
All right, so we just continue.
We'll have, let's see.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
So I don't see anybody else for oral communications at the moment. So we are going to move on from oral communications. And Madam Clerk, can we have the next order of business, please?
The next order of business is the consent agenda and the unanimous consent calendar.
Are there any counselors that wish to pull any matter off the consent agenda? Seeing none, I will entertain a motion to accept the consent agenda.
So moved.
All right,
Second?
been moved and seconded. All in favor?
No, roll
Aye.
call,
Aye.
Sorry, all in
Roll call.
favor. This will be a roll call.
roll call.
Yes.
Okay. Counselor Pat,
Yes.
Counselor Cox,
Yes.
Counselor Gilman,
Yes.
Counselor Holgram,
Yes.
Counselor LeBlanc,
Yes.
Counselor McCarthy,
Yes.
Counselor Memhard,
Yes.
Counselor Nolan,
Sean's not here. Oh, he is here.
no, he moved, he's here.
All right, Sean, you there?
Counselor
He's-
Nolan, I unmuted you.
Oh. Counselor Nolan,
I don't hear
can
him.
I don't hear him either.
All right, why don't we move on from Sean and he'll.
Okay,
as long as-
Counselor O'Hara,
Yes.
okay. So the motion to accept the consent agenda passes. Okay, all right.
All righty, the the consent agenda passes. We have a unanimous consent agenda. Are there any counselors that would like to pull anything from the unanimous consent agenda? Seeing none, entertain a motion to accept the consent agenda.
So moved. Second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Can I have the roll call? Madam Clerk, please.
Counselor Pat,
Yes.
Counselor Cox,
Yes.
Counselor Gilman,
Yes.
Counselor Holgram,
Yes.
Counselor LeBlanc,
Yes.
Counselor McCarthy,
Yes.
Counselor Memhard,
Yes.
Counselor Nolan, and Counselor O'Hara.
Yes.
The motion to accept the unanimous consent calendar passes on a vote of 8 in favor, 1 present.
All righty. Thank you. Madam Clerk, we have the next order of business, please.
Next order of business is the Budget and Finance Standing Committee report of March 24th.
Councilor Cox.
Good evening, everybody. The first item up is Budget and Finance voted unanimously to recommend that the City Council approve a construction manager at risk, CMAR, under Mass General Law, Chapter 149A, as a public construction alternative to the design, build, bid, build method under Mass General Law, Chapter 149 for the East Gloucester Veterans Memorial Consolidated Elementary School. And I so move.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any narrative?
I'm going to leave that to John Dunn to explain.
John Dunn, Mr. Dunn, can you give us a description on this, please?
Yes, good evening, counselors. So essentially, there are 2 different ways to procure construction services for what they call vertical construction, which is building. Design, bid, build is the classic way of doing it. You go out and design the building, you put it out to bid, and then, or you put it out to bid, and you get bids in and award it to the lowest competent firm. Another way to do it, which has been increasing in popularity, has been available for about the past 10 years, is construction manager at risk. The benefits for a construction manager at risk is that you tend to get the construction firm involved at the very early stages of the design, and therefore you avoid questions that might come up in the future through what they call requests for information, RFIs. RFIs often result in delays in the project, as well as change orders that increase the cost of the project. We use this construction manager at risk approach for the West Parish School. It worked out very well. The school came in both under budget and on time, and there was relatively little controversy between the design firm and the construction manager, as well as that construction manager's subcontractors. So this is a situation where the school building committee had considered it, had a fair amount of debate over it, decided to go with this recommendation. Mayor has agreed to this recommendation, and now it's being presented to you. Very strong recommendation, unanimous by the school building committee.
Thank you, John. Is there any discussion? All right, Madam Clerk, can we have the roll, please?
Okay.
I can hear you.
Counselor Pat,
Yes.
Counselor Cox,
Yes.
Counselor Gilman,
Yes.
Counselor Holgren,
Yes.
Counselor Blank,
Yes.
Counselor McCarthy,
Yes.
Counselor Memhard,
Yes.
Counselor Nolan,
Yes.
and Counselor O'Hara.
Yes.
The City Council motion to accept a construction manager at risk procurement method for the East Gloucester Veterans Memorial Consolidated Elementary School passes on a vote of 9 in favor, 0 opposed.
All righty, Councilor Cox.
SA 28. Budget and Finance voted unanimously to recommend the City Council approve supplemental appropriation 2020 SA 28 in the amount of $6,050 from the general fund to Board of Health supplies account for the purpose of purchasing COVID-19 supplies and provide funding for public relations outreach, and I so move.
And I so second.
It's moved and
Um,
seconded. Any
Yep,
narrative?
I'm going to ask John.
Okay, John, what do we got?
All right, so both this essay, number 28, and the one to follow, number 29, are resulting from meetings that were held now almost 3 weeks ago, where Karen Carroll, Director of the Health Department, was in the initial stages of trying to figure out what was needed or what might possibly be needed to confront the COVID-19 issue. So at this point, this is a relatively modest 2 SAs resulting in about $17,000 of additional funding that will go into the health department. The first one is dealing with supplies. The second one, SA 29, is going to fund some additional nursing services. These, frankly, at this point are a drop in the bucket. You have a much larger request coming down the pike that was submitted tonight. But at this point, we wanted to move this one forward because we think it's better to fund these things as they come along than to wait. So we would ask your discretion and your approval of this particular one tonight, even though it is relatively small. And then you will see over the next week and a half, 2 weeks, the next one coming forward, which is going to be much larger and much more expansive in terms of putting us in a position to be able to deal with this pandemic. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Is there any discussion? Okay. We have a motion and we have a second. Everybody understand the motion that's before us? Madam Clerk, can I have the roll call, please?
Counselor Pat,
Yes.
Counselor Cox,
Yes.
Counselor Gilman,
Yes.
Counselor Holgram,
Yes.
Counselor Blank,
Yes.
Counselor McCarthy,
Yes.
Counselor Memhard,
Yes.
Counselor
Yes.
Nolan,
Yes.
and Counselor O'Hara.
Yes.
City Council motion to approve supplemental appropriation 2020 SA 28 in the amount of $6,050 passes on a vote of 9 in favor, 0 opposed.
All righty, thank you. Madam Clerk, can I have the next order of business, please?
Wait, that's me still.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Budget and Finance voted unanimously to recommend that the City Council approve supplemental appropriation 2020 SA 29 in the amount of $11,250 from the general fund to Board of Health wages hourly permanent for the purpose of funding COVID-19 temporary nursing coverage, and I so move.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Is there any narrative, Councilor Cox?
I'm going to leave it to John. Well, actually, he covered it in the initial
Okay.
statement with the other one. So unless anybody has any questions, I feel like what he said earlier was enough to cover it.
Okay, is there any discussion? Seeing none, we have a motion and a second. Everybody's aware of what we're voting on. Madam Clerk, can I have the roll call, please?
Counselor Pat,
Yes.
Counselor Cox,
Yes.
Counselor Gilman,
Yes.
Counselor Holgram,
Yes.
Counselor Blank,
Yes.
Counselor McCarthy,
Yes.
Counselor Memhard,
Yes. Yes.
Counselor Nolan,
Yes.
Counselor O'Hara.
Yes.
City Council motion to approve in the amount of $11,250 passes on a vote of 9 in favor, 0 opposed.
All righty. We're all set with budget and finance?
We are all set.
All righty, thank you, Councilor Cox. Good job tonight. Madam Clerk, can I have the next order of business, please?
Next order of business is scheduled public hearing 2020-009.
Joanne,
Steve,
you're muted.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Joanne. Somebody, you got muted.
Who muted me?
Oh.
Sorry.
All right, can you
So
start?
it's public hearing.
Yeah, go ahead. Start right over.
Okay. So it's public hearing 2020-009, special city council permit 2020-001, Wingasheet Road, number 105, map 261, lot 31, Gloucester zoning ordinance, section 3.1.6B, building heights in excess of 35 feet in the R20 low medium density residential district.
All righty, so I'm going to open the public hearing. And I am going to continue the public hearing until April 14th, 2020. Madam Clerk, can we have the next order of business, please?
It's public hearing 2020-010, special city council permit 2020-002, Essex Avenue, number 99A. Gloucester zoning ordinance, section 3.1.6B, building heights in excess of 35 feet, section 2.3.4, parentheses 13, marine-related service, storage, or repair, limiting primarily in the MI district to the commercial fishing vessels, section 5.5, lowland requirements, section 5.5.2, and section 5.5.3 in the EB district.
Thank you. I am going to open the public hearing and continue the public hearing till May 12th, 2020. Madam Clerk, next order of business, please.
Next order of business is the request to the mayor.
So I'm going to go down with our roll call tonight. So I'm going to start with Councilor Pat. Any requests to the mayor?
Thank you, Mr. President. I would just like to thank the mayor and the administration, as well as the Board of Health and all of the employees in the city for the phenomenal work we're doing trying to deal with this virus, and keeping us all informed and all the constituents of the city informed as well. And I'd like to thank all of the fellow city councilors for their work communicating and keeping everyone up to date as well.
Thank you, Councilor Pat. Councilor Cox?
I just want to proclaim this the National James Pope Day. He managed to pull all this together and get this ready for us. So much thanks, James. This was phenomenal. Thank you for getting us up and running on this. I am all set.
All right. Councilor Gilman?
Thank you. So I just want to echo what everyone said. I can't thank the administration enough for all the work that they've done to communicate proactively. And James Pope, you've been awesome. And Steve and Melissa, great job trying this out for the first time. I think it went pretty well. I listened to the BNF meeting as well. And I just went in as a normal person, and I'll give you some feedback offline. But I think overall it was a good first opportunity. So thanks everyone for working together, and let's get us through this social distancing challenge right now so we can get back to normal as soon as possible. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Councilor Gilman. Councilor Holmgren?
I want to echo everything that's been said, and I am especially grateful, number one, again, for James Pope, and city business such as it is. I mean, we're certainly not at full tilt right now, understandably, but the fact that everything didn't have to come to a screeching halt is something that I am profoundly grateful for. I'm happy to see all of your faces. I'm happy that members of the public were able to tune in. And I especially want to give a shout out to all the healthcare workers and grocery store workers, janitors, and other essential personnel who keep going out into public every single day, braving this unseen threat to keep our society going and to keep us fed and safe. So thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Holmgren. Councilor McCarthy.
I'd like to echo what has been said by everyone, especially our own city employees, from the top to the bottom, from the administration to everybody that's got boots on the ground and is still doing a great job running this city. And it's with great appreciation from me, and I'm sure from the rest of the city council. And to echo what Jen just said, the healthcare people in the city, the kids at Market Basket and Stop and Shop and that are going in and bagging our groceries and making sure we're able to still maintain somewhat comfortable lifestyle. I'd just like to say thank you.
Thank you, Councilor McCarthy. Councilor Memhard.
Again, I join the rest of you in our appreciation for the administration, how we've handled this to date, and how we're stepping up to the challenges that I think are going to be coming towards us fast and furious now in the next couple of weeks. But I think we really need to express first our appreciation for our health director, Karen Carroll. I think we have our own Dr. Tony Fauci here in our city, and we should be very thankful for that and the contribution she can make to helping us manage this in an honest and fair way. So thank you all.
Thank you, Councilor Memhard. Councilor Nolan.
Everything that's been said before is much appreciated. I want to thank the public for working with each other, and I want to assure that everybody to ask them to check on their neighbors and don't be selfish. If you have something that someone needs it, offer it. If it looks like you need help, give it.
Thank you, Councilor Nolan. Councilor O'Hara.
Again, I want to thank everyone, everything that's been said. James Pope, you did a great job. The administration, the mayor is working tremendous. Please, I ask you to continue getting the word out. Social distancing is so important. Hopefully we can overcome this in a shorter time by keeping people away from each other and as the experts say, spreading this. But thank you to the first responders, the men and women of our fire and police department who still have to answer the call of duty. Thank you. And thank you to all the councilors for answering the calls of the constituents. I'm getting in them. I'm sure you are. This is a stressful time for all of us, including myself and the public. And knowledge is so important to get that word out, to let them know, what is going on in our city and our state. So thank you to everyone.
Thank you, Councilor O'Hara. I just want to echo what everybody else said. James, you're a rock star today. Spathia, Jim, Vanessa, Chip, I mean, everybody down the line, John, for doing what everybody does tonight. Everybody's done a great job to try to keep a handle on everybody and keep them informed. I have a request. I want to ask what the will of the council is. Linda McCarrison is still online. She's been waiting patiently, so I want to ask everybody if it's okay for her to speak at the moment before we stop the meeting. I just want to make sure. Everybody give a thumbs up if you're okay with it. All right, so I'll log on. We're going to try her again. If she comes through, it she does. If not, we're going to have to try another means next time. But I'm going to see if she can, if we can get her on. Linda, are you there? Hello, Linda. No, I'm not getting. James, can you hear her on your end?
No, if I had a guess, there's not a microphone. Oh, she's holding something up though.
Oh, there you are, Linda. I can see you. Can you hear us? You there, Linda? It looks like she's frozen.
Yeah. We'll update the city's website with further instructions on how to troubleshoot connections. There is a feature through Zoom, this platform, to do a test meeting to make sure your audio and video is working ahead of time. I suggest anyone who plans to speak at a meeting in the future, give that a try.
All right, hold on. Council Gilman, do you have something to say?
I was just thinking, Linda knows my number. She could also call me and I could put her on via me. I don't know if that's protocol, but it's a way to at least we could allow her to be heard right now. I mean, just a thought.
I don't know if she can hear us. I waved and I did what I could to see if she, I don't think she's doing it. Councilor Cox, did you have something?
I was just going to suggest that Val reach out to her and try to work out something to where she could call in for the next meeting.
All right. Yeah, well, she's not coming through. I don't even
Thanks,
see
Val.
her. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Val. Well, let's work with her next time to see if we can get her on. I know
Big
we tried.
thanks to you also, Steve. Great meeting tonight. Thank you.
I appreciate it. It was, well, this might be the future, so we should get used to it. All righty, so we're gonna have, if there's nothing else, we're gonna have a roll call to, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second,
Been moved and seconded. Could we, Madam Clerk, can we have the roll call, please?
Counselor Pat,
Yes.
Counselor Cox,
Yes.
Counselor Gilman,
yes.
Counselor Holgram,
Yes.
Counselor Blank,
Yes.
Counselor McCarthy,
Yes.
Counselor Memhard,
Yes, thank you all.
Counselor Nolan,
Yes.
and Counselor O'Hara.
Yes.
Motion to adjourn passes on a vote of 9.
All right. Well, hold on, before everybody hangs up, this is Jim Destino's last council meeting, so make sure we wave to Jim. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you, Jim.
All right, thank you, everyone. Have a good night.